This is what Nyahotamaklo is saying you are bringing upon yourself, that the goodwill that you have as a government is eroding. You are losing it.
Samson, I don't think this falls squarely under what Nyahotamaklo is talking about, even though he's talking about it. You see? There's a saying in our language, that's you and me's language, that if grains pour in the soil, you cannot collect all of it.
Correct.
That's a fact. Now, you have an Attorney General who has inherited a case which has been running for 7 years. He will definitely review the case. And don't forget that anytime you put together lawyers from the Attorney General's department to prosecute a matter, it is an expense to the state. He then reviews the law, the case, and this reviewing of the case will not be done only by him. So he comes to a conclusion that, look, in this particular matter, I cannot guarantee conviction. In this particular matter, why don't I cut my losses? And takes a decision of this nature. He looks at it and says that the state will benefit if I engage in what we are calling non-conviction-based assets recovery. As a nation and as a people, are we interested in recovering what has been lost? Or we are interested in seeing the full haul of the case, and then at the end of the day, if they are acquitted and discharged, we say that Attorney General has done well. Which do we want as a people? In this particular matter, I've heard that Dr. Ayene acted for Dr. Dufour. Kwame Akufo has rightly indicated the doctrine of necessity, but let me also place on record that he only appeared once. It's not as if he conducted the case. At the trial, he wasn't part of the case. The case was actually taken over from him to Kwame, Safo Boabing, I think so.
That's correct.
Yes. And so, those who are talking about the fact that Attorney General is using his position to, as it were, free NDC connected people, I ask the question, why is the prosecution also only about the NDC connected people? Why is the prosecution also just about NDC connected people? So, I am of the view that once the Attorney General has taken this decision, we need to subject that decision to scrutiny. Is it actually true that 60% had been recovered? We need evidence to show. That, for me, should be the argument. That, for me, should be whether it is true that the state will benefit from this 60%. The next thing is to say that...
Before you go to the next thing, you just a while ago endorsed the doctrine of necessity as espoused by Kwame Akufo, right?
Yeah.
Not too long ago, the Chief Justice was embattled, and there were cases that were going in the courts concerning her, and she was still empaneling the judges. You were very unhappy about that when the NPP kept saying that because of the doctrine of necessity, once she still remained the Chief Justice and she had not been suspended like she now is, it was her duty. She and only she could empanel the court.
But don't say Dominic, Samson. People will make suggestions. People will make comments. The position is that she did it and she was in the right to do it. But you can't stop people from making comments.
No, I'm saying,
yes,
you were unhappy about that situation. You criticized that situation, that it ought not be. So why in this circumstance you say, as for Dominic Ayine, the doctrine of necessity must apply to him?
Samson, I have indicated to you that whatever decision you take, once it's supported by law, doesn't mean that people will not still feel uncomfortable about. But at the end of the day, her position prevailed. And so this is also one of the situations where the doctrine will apply, and it will apply in favor of the Attorney General. The other thing has to do with the fact that if the UniBank matter, which is before the court now, which is before the Attorney General now, and he has, as it were, provided this way forward, are we also going to be interested in whether or not the state has violated the rights of UniBank when procedures that were supposed to be followed for the liquidation were not followed?
The revocation
Rather, were not followed? Are we going to be interested in that? And I also disagree with my good friend when you spoke about the fact that what government owed UniBank was infinitesimal. It doesn't matter. Would that have also helped UniBank to shore up its books? Would that have shored the UniBank books, which would not lead to the revocation of their license?
The receiver, that's the Bank of Ghana, appointed at the time to be in administration of UniBank, had called on the Bank of Ghana and say, you owe the bank, pay the bank. Right? It didn't matter that it was the Bank of Ghana that appointed it, the receiver or the administrator, official administration to be in it. He still said, you owe us, pay us our money. Because maybe you can help us to stay afloat. Because
there were a lot of contractors who had gone to that bank and secured loans to do government work. Government failed to pay the contractors. The contractors couldn't also pay UniBank. Was UniBank also, exposed by that arrangement from the state? And I think that the current situation where the Attorney General has come out with this type of situation is best for the Republic. And like Vicky Bright indicated, the Nolle does not, as it were, and I heard the Attorney General make that point during his press press conference, that if they stumble on new information, they can still pursue them because the Nolle does not end it all.
Do you believe that?
Why don't I believe? What, do you have anything was anything written on his face that you don't believe? Something?
You mean an Attorney General in a different regime?
No. What's wrong?
This regime.
Why? This same Attorney General was then an Attorney General and prosecuted an NDC person. You know that. This same Attorney General, Dominic Ayine, prosecuted my own brother.
Interesting. So those of you who are a bit worried that it doesn't look like we have sufficient time, let me let you know that we have an extended time